feels like forever since I played. It has been. Because I've been dealing with drainage and semi-sickness. Oy.
Oh, back, are you? I thought we settled things nice and amicably with you wardens. Well, enjoy it.
For now, we'll leave them there. If I need to come back, I come back.
Very well. It shall be done.
Oh.
Oh, back, are you? I thought we settled... Let's collect that back.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Oh, that was too close.
No mercy.
Shall be done. It's begun. I need healing.
Wipe them out.
It's a dasher.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all. Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize. What, are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier. Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts. Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south, chastened from the wilds and farmhold. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much. It's packed full. The band took his men north with Tear and Loghain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few... Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know? A couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way. Well, then let me go! Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear. Bless you.
Only him survives. Everybody else dies.
Well, there it is. Lotharing. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them? There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first. Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Well, I don't know where we should go.
Now that is
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it. I can give you directions, if you like. He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is. If we head eastward, towards the Brecilian Forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully, they will still be there. We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy. That will be at their tower on Lake Calenhad to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is. If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course. Then you have a plan. Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Woo! That's trash. I'm just kind of holding on to them to give to my teammates if they need them. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, willpower? I'll take that. Wait, how much space do I have? Ooh, let me sell some stuff.
I hear you drove off those bandits. I hope
We
they
were
don't
lucky.
come back.
We had the coin to
There'll
pay
just
the
be more
toll to those
bandits as soon as you leave.
Many didn't.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
Never! This place does get overrun.
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle? Good. No room here for any more outsiders. Can't promise I'm going to answer them. What isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Calenhad running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone. You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars. He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns, if he returns. Were? You mean they're gone? Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Bryant will be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out. Don't let me stop you.
Jeez, nice personality.
I hear you drove off those bandits.
Oh, stop looking at me,
As if
mongrel.
we needed more
Nothing you
fighting
want.
here. You see how scared everyone is?
Why do you keep staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you are not wanted?
I'm scared. When are we going
I
home?
enjoy company of
There'll
creatures
just be
of
more
the
bandits
wild.
as soon as you leave.
Stench-ridden domesticated wolves.
Who are you? Can you protect
He
us?
persists.
A few knights have come
Maddening.
through here searching for some holy
Please,
artifact.
we came here
None
to
of them
get
stopped to
away
help.
from the fighting.
A few knights have come through here searching for some holy artifact. None of them stopped to help.
You there! If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you, there's none to be found.
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits. Many didn't.
Move on if you can. Lothering's lost. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend. I'm just out here to keep an eye out for Darkspawn. Please ask someone in town. No offense. The band has marched north with Tairn Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry.
A few knights have come through here.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
Greetings to you, good sir. If it isn't too much to ask, might you spare some bread or anything? We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, nobody cares about a few elves. Can you help us?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings...
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back,
I'm cold. I don't like this.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman? Didn't I mention profit?
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these creatures would do the same in his shoes.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more. Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate. And this man...
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving. Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must. So long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My...
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something? All right.
First, what I'm doing is sell all that. Is it the same? Yeah, so we'll just sell that one. Ooh. They're both two-handed. That's 11, and that's 10. Also that. So that's 1, 1, 1. Wait, it does more fatigue. So shouldn't I get rid of that one? It does 51, 51. Ooh. 24? I'll buy it. How much do I have? Okay. Let's see, don't care that. Oh, it's a tier 4. It does horrible damage. Dang. Jeez, these are some like high tier stuff. I guess Viridium is the best gear. Alright, I think there's tier 5. My eyebrow's twitching. I don't really care about any of that. Just try no.
The Chanters are still operating their board. Oh, that's dedication.
There'll just be more bandits as soon as you leave.
We found someone sleeping in our fields, in the hay.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's chanted Devons. One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and
Allison?
unto the
Or
Maker.
is, I don't remember.
Blessed are the peacekeepers. Let each look after his neighbor, and he will be looked up.
Yes, I think it is Allison.
After in return. And Andraste came unto them, saying,
So not even the ones that was
The
dealt with.
legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts. Please, you're scaring the children. Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him?
Be my guest. I've no urge to try out that axe of his.
I watched the Black Horde descend on my people. Darkness swallowed the marshes whole. This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us. My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn. No! I won't listen to the words of a man tainted by Darkspawn! I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off. Are you calling me a coward? I have shamed my ancestors, but the blackness will come.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us. You're right. We can't give up.
But we
Thank
can't
God
fight.
I put points
What are we
in those.
supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Thank God I put points in persuasion. Oof. Would have been a
Maybe
horrible
with that
situation. I
blasted
would
chasing
have
gone,
fought
my
him.
headache will go as well.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left. We turn none aside, but we simply don't have room for anyone to sleep. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all. The revered Mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here. Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that. Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else. Make her watch over you.
Here you drove off those bandits. Where can we go? Please. This is no better than
As if we needed more fighting here.
As if we needed more.
Word of Darkspawn stragglers son of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them.
Are you here to see the Reverend Mother too? In her office arranging for everyone to leave, I suppose. I don't think she's with anyone right now. I came to ask for a blessing. With my family abandoning the farm to flee north, we'll need all the grace the Maker can offer. Well, good luck to you. I need to get underway. If I'm lucky, I'll make it back to the farmhold by nightfall.
That is all.
Oh.
May the Maker have mercy on us.
Please, we came here to get away. What happened to the king is so terrible. Is anywhere safe
There'll just
now?
be more bandits as soon as you leave.
Please, we came here to get away from the fighting.
You, miss, what is your name?
You would not be the first to think so. But avert your eyes. I will not have you staring over long.
Let's get used to it. I'll be watching you. There will be no fighting in here.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought
needed
it would
more
be safe.
fighting here. A few knights will come through here searching for some holy artifact.
Sir Donovan, what? A fallen temple. I don't know about that.
Terrible. So many come to Lothering, seeking refuge, only to find that we can offer little more than prayer. Does the Maker see our plight? Is he moved by this destruction? I apologize. The Maker's plan is too grand for me to fathom, especially at times like this. The revered Mother presides over the chantry, and Ser Bryant leads the few Templar. The Chant of Light. Surely you know it. The entire chant takes weeks to sing, and is only done straight through at the Grand Cathedral. Here we can only sing a few verses per week, and finish anew each first day. When the prophet Andraste was burned by the Magisters, the Maker turned away from... We gain his forgiveness by spreading Andraste's teachings. The Maker will return when the chant is sung from the four corners of the world. We are preparing as we can, and when the revered Mother calls on us to leave, we shall. May the light of the Maker guide your path. May the...
be delivered. Let those who have
I don't like this place. Why did we come here?
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith.
I cannot.
Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring
Please do not
perseverance.
cause a disturbance. Matters are delicate.
Oh, that's the remote then.
And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven.
Away from the
And then
fighting.
shall the chant of light make
As
it
if
pure.
we needed more fighting
Let
here.
all mankind
Don't you see
be
how
humble.
scared everyone is?
Let all repeat.
I'm sorry, I cannot talk now. I must feed the holy brazier to ensure the flame never dies. It represents the flames that burned Andraste herself. Do you know the tale? The prophet was burned in the ancient city of Minrathous before the ancient mages she had fought. Instead of dying in pain as the mages wanted, she was purified by the fire and taken by the Maker into the We are all sinners. The fire symbolizes our hope that forgiveness is possible. Thus, we all serve by feeding its flames. Of course, the dwarves have offered us coal and special rocks. Even the Circle of Magi volunteered to provide magic. The flame means little without the act of remembering and atoning for our sins. Always a pleasure. The revered Mother is in the other room, but Sir Bryant can probably...
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. A word to spare fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
Mother says we have to run before the bad men get
I
here.
can't believe that Kunari creature isn't dead yet.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
Who?
I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Tern Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
I think it's real, forget, because we do save him.
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales. Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this. If you're truly interested, there are books here containing... Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives. My fellow knight and travelling companion. He is delayed, though. My mission takes priority. But I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with... Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tern, whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern. The Arl fell ill before the king died. But what if Loghain planned that too? Or...
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
Then shall the Maker return to her.
Honestly, don't remember that. Maybe that one. Nope.
And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in...
Yes? Who might you be? I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights? Then what might I do for you? Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off? Indeed? They're gone?
It's true. I saw the bastard running for the hills myself.
That's an impressive feat indeed. Will you accept a small reward for your efforts? That is very generous of you. If it interests you, there is a Chanter's board outside full of Now, unless there's something else you need. If the matter is important, certainly. The revered mother leads this. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic.
For now.
Let us pretend that I was such a maid.
I have no time to even think about such things. My concern is protecting these people. I see nothing threatening them other than the Darkspawn. We have more than swords at our disposal. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so. In her study, no doubt, preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate. Our ban was summoned by Teyrn Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned. If the matter is important, certainly. Other than the Darkspawn, none of it is good. Teyrn Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster. None that we know of. Teyrn Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner. And the king's... If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps... I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them. Now, unless there's something else you need. They are. With the ban having taken his men north, we will evacuate as many as we can before the Horde reaches us. Now, unless there's something else you need. If the matter is important, certainly. Only if you're interested in the business of mages. I have heard word that the Templars who watch over the Circle of Magi's tower have called for the rite of annulment. Hopefully I've heard wrong. If the rite of annulment is invoked, the tower...
We need the Circle's help. We should go and find out what...
To have such a call when mages are needed to fight the Darkspawns, I have nothing else to tell you. The only news I care about is the approaching... Now, unless there's something else you need, I see. That? Teyrn Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Teyrn. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case. I cannot... It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need. If the matter is important, travel safe.
All mankind be humble. Repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon it.
Oh.
Chant of light scattered in the darkness. Word dispelled.
What do you need? You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for... Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just... Oh, of course. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little. That's good to hear.
Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Those who seek redemption deliver. Let those who are
Oh, I thought I could do that.
Spreads across all four corners of the world. Let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker.
Just in case.
Just dedication.
I can't put those boots on.
An enduring
my
perseverance.
Constitution too.
Then shall the Maker return to us, and then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven, and then let
Nope. Redcliffe, so I don't need to worry about that.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here. Might I suggest 30 silver? Thank you, my son. What can I do for you, then? A Grey Warden? You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws. Tairn Loghain? That is as hard for me to... There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep... Now, if there is nothing else... I cannot help you without risking the safety. Now, if there is no... For a Grey Warden. In Andraste's name, I call upon the Maker to watch over his child and creation. Watch over his path, O Maker. Give him light in darkness. So let it be. Now, if there is nothing else... May the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
The 30 silver's fine. That out of the way. Let's go back to this dude and sell some stuff.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something.
Is that really worth it? Does 37, that does 22, 420, 480, 110, 120. Does only barely a bit more. Yeah, we'll just sell that. Ooh, sell that. Yeah, I'll sell one of these boots. Studded leather boots or leather boots? Let's get rid of that one. Okay, I don't need some of these. Sell 2 of those. I need these because for when I get to the stuff. I forget, do I need these or can I sell it? I forget. Okay, so that's everything down south.
Have you seen my mother? Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back. Why not? Why would she leave me here? But she must be coming. I don't know. Maybe I should go home and look for her. No, I'm big enough to go.
Yeah, I tried.
So let's
Probably said the
talk
wrong
about your
things.
mother for a moment.
I'd
I
rather
hear
talk
you drove
about
off
your
those
mother.
bandits.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Best be careful.
Greetings, my lord.
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance. Same reason the Chantry's full, packed with people who fled their homes. The tavern keeper's letting folks sleep on the floors, but he can only fit so many. And those soldiers are getting restless. They're not here to defend us. They were looking for... I hear they almost killed a man because they didn't like his face. I wonder if they're deserters from... Is there any reason to be happy? With the king dead, you'd think those soldiers could at least run off the bandits. I hear someone gave them what they deserved. It was? Hey, everyone! More will probably come, but it's good to know some... You might not want to go in. Tavern's full. And good luck to you.
I almost feel sorry for the Kunari lot in that cage. It won't be able to defend itself.
Yes, the Canary, that's what it is. That's who I rescued. Ha ha ha.
Hello, stranger.
No, it's not.
Don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps? Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal. He doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. He can be a bit eccentric. None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields. I didn't mean to bother. A lean harvest and...
Yeah,
Let
he'll
him
be
hear
fine.
our unwavering
How far am I? Ooh. Because if I can make a trap, then I can
faith. Let him hear our
do that quest for her.
and enduring perseverance.
I think. Yeah. Oh.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? Might I suggest 30 silver? What can I do for you then? Of course. So now... You put me in a difficult position. There is a... Now... If there... Now...
Let all mankind be humble. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us. And when we make
I don't like... Have you seen my mother? She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting and I can't see her. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait a whole sip. You're a really nice man. Kind of...
I guess that's what happens.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have it?
So how is it that Terran Logain's when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south?
Master Feleron runs us miners hard.
So other than the missile deflection, is it worth it? Ooh.
Oh, the bill seems off the car.
Those.
I think I sold this one. Wait, does he have traps? No, I guess not.
Let him hear our unwavering faith.
No! Oh! I hit slow it instead of save. Oh my god.
Will you be making a donation to the child? Might I suggest 30 silver? What can I do for you then? You put me in a difficult position.
Get
Now,
over this real quick.
now, now.
Oh, I cannot believe I hit that. I meant to press save. So annoying.
Have you seen my mother? She's really tall, and she had some mean men. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting. He went with William to the neighbours yet. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. I will, but only if you're a really nice man.
Okay, I'll take that.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you...
Those...
Alright, let's sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Get my 30 back. Alright, save this time. Jesus. Cannot be losing my mind like that. So she's trapped.
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance. Say, the tavern keeper's letting I hear they almost killed.
Technically,
you'd think those soldiers could at least... What? You might not want to go in. Good.
Well, look what we have here then.
Uh-oh. Logain's...
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a fellow by this very description? And everyone...
It seems we...
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble.
That's who I
These are no
need.
doubt simply more poor souls seeking...
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Tern Logain claims the Grey Warden...
Enough talk! Take the warden into custody.
Right.
All right. Who ordered death?
Come, let us end this.
There is no glory in bloodshed! That's it!
Is that all you
Right,
got?
we've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I was there. The Tern pulled us out of a trap. The Wardens led the king to his death. The Tern could do nothing. What do you want to tell him? I'll tell him.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help. I am glad you found it in your heart. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
Secret assassin!
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along. The Maker told me to. I know that sounds...
More crazy?
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Perhaps your skull was cracked.
Thank you. I appreciate...
We won? We did?
Yay!
One of them
Where
died?
can we go? This is no better than what we left. I'm scared. When are we going home?
I'll have no fighting in my kitchen. Out! With you.
Wait, she's an assassin. I need him to increase that and that. I can't look at her. Broski, that's lame.
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now. They had it coming, and they were trouble enough themselves, so long as you don't... Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house. Some folks aren't happy about Tern Loghain being named Regent. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you ever heard? The Darkspawn killed him, sure enough. If Tern Loghain... Anything else I can get you? With King Cailan dead, the throne falls to Queen Anora. She's made her father the regent, however, at least for now. I think Cailan's father, old... Anything else I can get you? I hear news from Denerim that Tern Loghain has been declared the new regent. Anything else I can get you? I hear that Tern Loghain, the regent, is calling for new levies of troops. He wants to rebuild... Thing is, there's not a lot of spare men to be found. Out at Dragon's Peak, there's press gangs roaming around, grabbing any free... Anything else I can get you? I hear tell they held a funeral in Denerim for King Cailan. The Grand Cleric called for a full day of mourning. It's too bad they don't have a body to properly burn. What happened to... Anything else I can get you? I heard from some travelers that something bad might have happened in Redcliffe, overrun by Darkspawn, maybe. A merchant friend of mine said he encountered someone fleeing the place and there was nothing waiting for him there but death. Anything else I can get you? Thank the Maker we didn't lose Tern Loghain at Ostagar. He pulled his troops out just... Anything else I can get you? There's knights from Redcliffe spread all over Ferelden on some kind of mission, but I hear that they're starting to become... More likely they got tired of searching for something that can't be found. Anything else I can get you? When Tern Loghain marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I suppose that's you. I have no qualm with you, whatever the Tern says. My grandfather served. What can I get you then? With a defeat at Ostagar, it'll be inevitable that... Anything else I can get you? Look around. People are sleeping on the floors and in the attic. I've heard a lot of stories of bands of darkspawn. Anything else I can get you?
Lux?
You
know
I don't
anyone
want
in the
trouble.
north
Please,
looking for a field hand?
Don't hurt me. You think that Canary killed all them folks and just stood there
Leave
waiting
me to
be
drown
taken
my
away?
I brought my family to
stranger.
Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about. I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more. Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will... Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard... Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars. Maker's blessing. Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Oh.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
As if we needed more fighting here.
I'm trying to listen.
Don't you see how scared everyone
Can
is?
we speak when they're done?
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see
Please,
how
I was
scared everyone is?
continuing,
I
else
just
earn
play
no
what the
coin
innkeep
tonight.
asks.
I can't believe that Kunal the Fetcher isn't dead yet.
Before the bad man got here.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell. Whole mess of refugees, all have hungry belly. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food. You did? Well...
Ooh, here we go. Yeah, still not good. Ew. Oh yeah, that's right. It's for 2 dexterity, 2 stamina. Meh. Yeah. Wait. Ooh, he does have traps. Wait, why is he still got a question mark above his head?
You're here about... I got other gear to sell. Check the chanter's... I don't suppose you know anything about...
Oh, this guy!
Poison? Yes. I've got some traps around the place. I've heard the poison hurts them beasties just as good as anybody else. Well, then there's bleeding set. Besides, these days, any folk out at night, can you make poison or not?
I was like, why is he got red mark? I was like, oh, that guy. Okay, so, nope. I'll make a mistake. Nope. So there is one here. Lothering.
Just in time that those Grey Wardens withdrew and saved his men. A hero, that's what he is.
As if
Plus
we
it's
needed
better
more
that
fighting here.
I
You got a bed for the
save
night.
before I talk
You
to
taken care
everybody.
of.
Whoa.
Don't need blades right now. We need... I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs. Then you may be able to do us a... All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do up. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll write all you need to know in this.
Oh, thank God. Whoo-wee. Nope, I meant to... Yes! Thank goodness. What does Alistair have? Let's try it. Survival.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
Is that you use your skills, craft some lesser health for the injured refugees. 3 of these should survive. Refer to our notes for the specifics. Quest for Leiden. I forgot that was a spite. Only an hour passes by? Dang. Oh, Liliana. Was it? It's not this. Yeah, what? Or is it under my items? Oh, elfin root.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods? Have any luck finding herbs in the woods? This will help many people. You're a good... Thanks for the poultices. They may save some lives.
I don't like this place. Why did we come here?
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits. Many didn't.
So let's talk about your mother for a
I
moment.
hear you drove off those
I'd rather talk about your
hope
mother.
they don't come
There's
back.
nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostate.
We're planning on running that mine until the last minute.
Felleron's all
That's
illegal, you know.
Not one of them
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars!
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
You do not seem a refugee. Are you part of the army?
That marshman stole from me, I know it! The carnage we left in the wilds was horrifying.
You know.
Yeah, if you don't recruit him, you lose him when the Darkspawn overrun this place.
You aren't one of my captors. I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace. I'm in a cage, am I not? I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Though, I think they changed to Canaries in the later games because in the other games they're more like, they have the horns and stuff, so I think they changed it. I guess to kind of give them a different appearance instead of almost human-like, they did the horns.
You mock me, or you show manners I have not come to expect, though it matters little now.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest release...
Mercy?
I would also suggest that Alistair take...
Yes, that's what I would have...
I suggest you leave me to my fate. I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this? The people of a farm hold 8 humans, in addition to the children. Are you asking if I feel guilt, or however I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now? Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret. Death will be my atonement. Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime? The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then? Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true. Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn.
Let's go! No.
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
Yes? What can I do for you?
Oh.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now. I guess I'll see you on the...
I'm sorry, my friend. So Dinnerum and Redcliffe. This one's Lake Callan. Dinnerum and Frostback Mountains.
Yes? What can I do for you now? It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you? He butchered an entire farmhold. The child said his father had found the Canary gravely wounded and took him in. The bandsman found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them. He confessed quite readily, but would give no reason for... Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Canary is a danger. The Maker demands justice, regardless of his race. Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers. To defend against the Blight? Perhaps that is a form of atonement. But are you certain you can control him? I'm not sure that would help, considering your group's current stand. Here then, take the key to the Canary's cage and take him away.
Whoa!
Greetings, Grey Warden. What can I do for you? I was there at the farmhold. The beast stood there, wet with the blood of the children. The revered mother ordered him cake. But perhaps she is right, and the Maker has love for all his creations, even the Canary. You can ask the revered mother. I say let him rot and trap.
I hate how you can almost
Sorry,
talk to
I
just
can't
about
talk.
anybody.
I must watch over these wagons.
Like, I wish you could just not have a means of talking to everybody. Let's sell that short bow real quick. See, I have all these gifts, but I need to figure out what's what, because they don't tell you what's what.
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there.
You wish something more of me? I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it. So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight. And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. May we proceed?
Okay, so I'm going to add... Let's remove Finn.
Indeed.
Add her. She's using the dagger, which has the attack. Might get rid of that dagger then. Let's move the junk. No, dang it. There we go. That way, because it says one-handed. So there she goes. She's got 2, so that helps that. I mean, I could have done the dagger and the shield, but she's an assassin, so. Oop. Oof, yeah. You know, we'll stick to it. Tier 3? Okay. I need to leave these in case he can wear them. I could give her armor instead. I wish I could look at these numbers. Nope. Is there real any point? Yeah, I gotta figure out who likes what of these. She's got more dexterity. Okay. Let's see. What does she have? Ooh, she's got stealing. No trap making. She does got poison. So I can put myself as the trap maker. Okay, sweet.
What do you wish of me?
Oh.
If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend. Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature. In time, this I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is... If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed. There were nights when the wilds... You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary. They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak. No, 'tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one. I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear. Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch? Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man. But enough of such talk, let us... What do you wish of me? If you must. I cannot teach you, no, but any other mages that cared to learn, yes. Send whoever you wish my way, and I shall teach them what... What do you wish of me? If you must. Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I? Beg pardon, then, while I jump... What is it you asked? If I grew... For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures... In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness. For the most part. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized land, I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for. Equal parts daring and foolhardy. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested. Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and batted my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild, not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting? To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without... I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again. Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of... Well, let's get on with it before the...
Let's go!
Yes? Lothering? I think it started as a settlement by the river, and then grew when it... There are always people in Lothering, but many are just passing through. Yes?
Oh, I forgot you can say that.
Well, here I am. Quiet. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, but it was not perfect. Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose. When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty, they want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means he cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools. What can I say to them? What they believe is what the chantry says, and maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not... But there is work to be done. Yes? Well, here I am. What is meant by someone like me? Did you think I was always a close? The chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed. We affirm our belief in the Maker, in Andraste and the chant, but other than that, there are no vows taken. I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills.
What do you need? Ask away. Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells. Perhaps, but the Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together. Thankfully, no. You only start receiving... You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I... The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away, either, so they can spread their secrets. What do you need? Ask away. Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills. Well, it wasn't an easy life, you know. I don't know whether or not you've noticed, but I'm not exact. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky. I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think
Oh
she
yeah,
just
because of
didn't want
his
to give
because of
anything to
his
the Grey Wardens is all. The
lineage.
Chantry didn't lose much. I'll always be thankful to Duncan
'Cause she
for
knows.
recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have. He was. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Yes? Well, here I am. Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think. I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth? Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Flemeth, the devourer of men? Flemeth, mother of wit? Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you. Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love. Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the... They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received... Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain, and Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with the last of Flemeth's humanity melted away. And at dawn, she stole back to the... They say she took to her side many chastened men, and with their help begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Korcari wilds. Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais. A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot. Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to... They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself. Now, in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney. But Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered. Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Keleva was determined not. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Keleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Keleva declared the previous competition, but the crowd cheered for Aveline. Keleva was furious, for he had blinded by his rage. He forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat. The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery, and when he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline, and to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier. Chantry law says it is man's pride that, in ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium, in their pride, they thought their magics, in so thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves, but they were impure and full of sin, and the Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn... Which one? I have heard a little about how the elves gained their... When Andraste began her exalted march, the great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, Shatan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves claimed the Dales in the south and settled there in the land of their own. The elves lived in the Dales for centuries. They resurrected the worship of the elven gods. This angered the Chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The Chantry says the Chantry declared a holy exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and some of the elves bitterly accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, but others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. There were the elves. Andraste was the Maker's chosen. The Maker had beauty, grace, and wisdom, but Andraste had an earthly husband and would not forsake him. Instead, she beseeched the Maker. So earnest was her plea that the Maker was moved, and promised that he would create a paradise on earth if all abandoned their false gods. And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters of the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker. Alas, it was the frailties of men. Her earthly husband, Maferath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself, grew jealous as his wife's popularity. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Maferath began to see their own bond waning in significance as Andraste became out of envy and spite. Maferath made a pact with the Archon Hysarian of Tevinter. Andraste was burnt at the stake in Minrathous, the capital of Tevinter. The Tevinter Chantry claims that in Andraste's last moments, Hysarian's heart softened, and he heard the voice of the Maker telling him to end her suffering. He plunged his sword into her heart, and as her blood washed over him, dissenters said that the Archon only converted because he could not stem the tide of Andraste's cult, and we will never know for sure.
Hey, alright.
Yes. If you must. You are very cute to ask so many questions. Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more. I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning and then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait, a little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their... 'Twas a game, and I a young girl. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us, else I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum. You do not know? The Chantry sees any mages not leashed to the Circle of Magi as apostates, and apostates could become maleficarum. It may even be true. Still, those of us who prefer freedom see no reason to submit. Oh, I hope you are not simply being agreeable. Enough of this talk. Let us...
Let's go. I was like, why is it saying details?
Yes? If you must. Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be? You mean, is she truly... Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the Chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. No doubt such a tale has... I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth. As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land many centuries. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conobar, and in truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conobar, the jealous Lord Conobar, approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed. The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades. All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge. That was not the point. Conobar had no honor, so she would not have. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. The demon the legend tells of. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies. The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. You ask if I have sisters. I have. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds, after all, not just the one. And these... Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first?
Knows what they are.
I doubt that too. The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she... It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well. The demon within her has transformed her into... I only know my mother is clever, and she is but she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough. How often is this usually? Always? If not, there are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery, I suspect. Flemeth tells it with far more Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless. Ah, then you have my which is very little, I am certain.
Let's go.
Yes? If you must. Yes? At times, a world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the... Don't be fool. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments, the likes of which I had never before seen. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child, and to teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken, and a foolish one. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been. They didn't. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wild, I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden... Yes?
Hey.
We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will.
Oh, that's right. I forget when you get too far up in the ratings, you can do that.
Let us assume that this imaginary good side exists. What exactly would be the benefit for you to get on it? Oh, do I not smile enough to Let me see. I would expect favor to come with a price. Perhaps you would be willing to pay a compliment. Is that too much? I suppose stating the obvious. Very well, then. You are on my good side.
Wait, what did it give me? I got a skill? Nope, wrong person. Let's go. Didn't think anything happened. Alright, so like I said,
Allow me. I could do that for you. Just like you wanted.
let's go.
It has begun.
Attack!
Right then.
Push them back! Hey! You will learn to fear me! I suppose violence is a solution. Sometimes.
Yeah, because I gotta take out the bandits.
It has begun.
Make a preserver. I never liked this cross.
Now we do fast. As you said.
I'll try to be merciful.
I shall do it.
You forced our hand. Defend yourself.
Sweet.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, but that bounty on your head could attack.
Enemies approaching.
No wonder to stop for lunch, too.
Have you no concern for your own existence? Best be wary.
Well, just thin the numbers in the city. Or town. Or village. Whatever you want to call this place.
I never liked this part. Not be defeated. What's next?
Yeah.
I do have to give him like armor and stuff to help him survive better in battle. I don't know if I should do that, but funny. Okay, let's just throw those in the junk. Nope. Oh. Let's see. Horrible. Better. But she doesn't have any, so it's better if she wears them. Oh, it gives me the bonus if I have like at least maybe 2 or more matching. Almost. Oh, it's the Darkspawn.
Away with you, foul creatures! Leave us alone!
Another battle line.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend.
Oh, that's right. It's the father and son that you kind of go around. I think the son ends up dying. Or he gets poisoned by darkspawn blood. I can't remember.
The name's Bodon Fedek, merchant and entrepreneur.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Grey Wardens. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get...
A blood mage?
Hello.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Oh, this one. So is this the AKA woods that lady was telling me about that one time? Wait. Then what's the other enemy side more that way?
I should
Let's make this quick. Is that how you feel? You cannot win. I am your
Oh, Morgana. You got passed out. No! Damn it.
Alright, battle it is then. Let's end this. Watch out!
I'm sorry I was not able to see the end of it.
Dang! Dude was stacked. Wait. I forget if that's right, that's why we have these injury kits. Can I not do it?
I finished.
Broski. It's I got armor, but I like the defense better, so I will go with that one. No one can wear those anyways. Oh, that's gloves, not heavy chainmail. Well, there is heavy chainmail. Uses 8. Yeah. Five, yeah. I forgot, how do I use these? Or do I need a better injury kit? Single injury, yeah, what? I don't remember how. Is there not a way? I could have thought there was a way. Oh well. So be it for now. Oh, there must be a quest related for that. Oh, unless I need my dog. Oh, spiders. Ah, what the hell? Broski. Okay, I guess I can. The landmark tree. I'm assuming maybe I have to bring the dog with me. Landmark tree. A distinctive landmark, but otherwise unremarkable at this time. Or maybe I buried something there.
The carnage we left in the wilds was horrifying.
Yeah, there's so much stuff I don't want to do again if I mess up in some weird way. Dude, how have I not leveled up to do that?
I've got a cousin in the Templars. He says the mages in the tower out on Lake Calamar are all
Ha!
demons.
Ha! You see them soldiers run like frightened children.
Well, this time it's true.
Okay.
It's done.
Oof. Well, actually, let's see. Ooh, this is better. Does a better critical chance. Oh, wait. What main hand? Okay, it's good. It's not two-handed. Let's just go ahead and move that. Scale gloves. Anybody have split mail gloves? Because he's got split mail and I have chain mail. Which honestly, I need these.
What can I get you then? It's not just Darkspawn in the Hordes, you know that? I heard tell of a man meeting his own brother on the field, yet with... Anything else I can get you?
Lux?
You freed that creature from its cage.
You hear about food? Take it up. I got other gear to sell.
Or do I need a better thing?
You hear about... I got other gear to sell. Check... I don't suppose you know anything about... I figured if I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice. Well, there's herbs in the North Wood. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
Very fast a venom should do. That's her. That's a flask, venom. How does one go about doing this?
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my...
Venom, 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 venom. I'll buy that for now. Ah. How though? Oh, because I guess I don't have the stuff to make it, that I can't make it.
Let us go.
So what does a dark spawn look like anyhow? Have you ever seen one?
I hear you drove up. I'm wondering, Morgan. Oh, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not.
Where are you
I've
from?
no primitive.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou...
Let's go. Oh wait, Alistair. Well, I need you to have a little bit more health. Let's add one more to strength. Dang, I'm off by just a couple.
And Andraste came unto them, saying,
Oh, yeah, this one.
though the danger great, and Andraste came. Came unto them, saying, though the danger great, the mountain high, have faith.
It's good to see you.
Thank you, Sir Merrin.
Maker what?
Greetings, Grey Warden.
Greetings, and welcome to the Chantry.
The Maker grant you his blessing. Is there something else you wished?
I hear you drove off those bandits.
What now?
Hope they don't come back.
Good day, Sister Leliana.
It is good to see.
Is there something I can do for you?
No healers. Wonder if I have to do at the party camp. I forget. It's been so long.
What's next?
Sucker, took your shit.
Hey, what's on now? Can't promise I'm gonna answer them.
I'm just here to keep watch.
I think that is everything.
So
Wow, I got 7 gold.
In any sort of higher power?
It has been bothering you, I see. No, I do not. Must I?
What do you believe happens to you after you die, then? Nothing?
I do not go to sit by the Maker's side, if that...
I wish we didn't have to fight these poor creatures.
It has begun.
Jeez, that's still so loud.
The anger tears at me so. I've seen through it.
Let's have this!
Right then, I shall do.
Or is that... Oh, that might be the dialogue.
Notice. It appears your perceptive powers know no bounds.
Ooh, finally. I think I might go champion. What? I couldn't do a skill. Broski. That's two-handed. Two-handed. So that does better. It's better. Actually, this is better. Dang. Jesus, does a bunch on the fatigue. Alistair should be able to equip this now. They're both 120. Looks snazzy. I'm so sorry.
It shall be done. Don't give them the advantage.
Is that all you've got?
It's begun.
You forced our hand.
Never got a chance. I get to loot them with the wolves.
I swear, when this is over, perhaps we should take the time to review what we've learned.
The path of right, and the stars stood still. The wind, all was silent. For a foundation built of stone, marble, or any precious metal is worthless if faith in the Maker is.
I hate how it's better than my sword. Does better damage. Well, technically, this still does better damage because if you add the 1 damage to it, it's 870, and that's 840. Plus with 4 attack. Alistair, let's see. Oh yeah, better than this. And this 390. Technically that does 4. So let's just chunk that away. Honestly, do I need that? Let's get rid of that. No, I can't do that. I can't do that to her.
Absent.
All right.
Let's go. You have venom. No, you do not. Concentrated. But let's buy it and see. I do not know still. I think that's pretty much it, because cleaned out the chantry, cleaned out the bar. Well, the guy needs poison, but I don't have poison. And she wants traps. See if I can give her traps. There's an option for that talk.
Stranger, old man Balin wants to poison his traps. He can be a bit eccentric. None to be had. Balin has all the traps in the village in his fields. I didn't mean...
Let's see. Because I can't. It didn't give me the option to make traps.
Poison?
Small claw traps, maybe? I mean, I got the money.
To be done. What can we do?
So I'm curious to see. Either way, I could always have traps.
Hello, stranger. Old Balin wants to... None to be had. He can be a bit... Lothering doesn't have any more beds for refugees, but they...
Yeah, so... So I'll just hold on to the traps. And then I can't do anything with her until I can make traps. Because I can't get the skill point for whatever reason. Alright. That's everybody, because I've dust the bar. Gentry's done everything. Merchants, everything. Inside the Gentry was everything. Oh, okay. The old god.
Bad dreams, huh?
It wasn't until the second and third one that they have you talk.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too. That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Funny, funny, funny.
What do you need? Ask away. Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact. Oh, there you go, listening to me again. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean my mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arl Eamon wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so... Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me. Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And raised my dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Caelan's uncle. So he has a personal motivation to... Anyway. What do you need?
Let's go.
Ask away. Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring. That's just in public. In private, we have these yellow and purple tunics, right? Much more comfortable, and you don't break the beds when you jump on them during a pillow fight. Oh, you know, between all the guilt and the hours spent in solemn prayer, any good Templar or priest is just bursting to tell a few good jokes when the... You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring. You know, I like the way you think. You're all right. If you're really curious, the truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard. I felt like Arl Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it. The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered... What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home? Right. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight... Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way, I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us.
still more? Broski, I still can't do anything with it.
Yes? Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of I fell, and the darkness drew me in. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had... Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything? That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come. Yes? Well, here I... Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone... Which one? It will come to you soon. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinter, in their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves, but they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
Hey,
Yes.
got enough stuff over here?
So, full of questions, are you? Yes. We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Discuss away.
Really? I guess when you get up there... Oh wait, yes, now that I'm here, I can... Okay, so he's a warrior. So I should give him a two-handed weapon. I could throw that away. But I want to see... He's level 7. Yeah, he's got the warrior all the way up. That's what I figured. So he did have 200 already skills, so it was best. Oh, she's archery. Should I make her a duelist instead? Might make her a duelist instead of an archer. Yeah, I'll make her.
Yes? We're in camp, so what's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely. Not unless you stop.
Close your eyes! Close your eyes! Let's go!
Yes? We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time.
I like how it played the music perfectly.
Good to see you, my timely rescuer. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what
Oh, he's the one that can
safer
put
place for the evening than in the camp
the
of a
enchantments
Grey
on this stuff.
I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago. I can see why you might be suspicious, being a Grey Warden and all, where I... Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have...
Oh, so it actually goes higher. Dragon Ball. Oh yeah, because duh. So... Damn! Yeah. Does a little bit better. Because hers is just a magic staff, nothing about it. Yeah, that's good. I don't have the money. What? Oh, it's a shield. Yeah, mental resistance. Yeah. Yeah. Drake skin. Lowers the fatigue. Good armor. Wow, that's good. What is this? For a mage? Okay. More power. Nah. Oh my god. 5 willpower, 8 health. While exploring. Oh my god. 2 willpower. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because I don't have any belts right now. So that would be a good one. Fire damage. That'd be 4 more mage, or if I had stuff that dealt with that. Intricate, yes. Oh, but it costs so much. Sell that. Yeah, I need to keep that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, the backpack. That's pretty much all my gold. The only thing that I want is this. No, I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off on that. So Journeyman is not that good. Should I buy this? Should I hold off? I'll hold off.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him an... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform. But my boy here...
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
There it is.
Why are we stopping? There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight. No.
Alright.
Get used to... People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of... The elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty. I am. Decide. I am a Sten of the Beresad. I did not choose to be who I am any more than you did. The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world. I have always fought in war, human. Some of them. They aren't all alike. As you wish.
Yeah, got a little bit of something out of him.
Oh, why, you little... Oh, you're so funny. Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look. Sometimes I forget that he's a wolf. I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been... It's not cannibalism if he's...
Look at what your fool dog played. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables. The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again. I don't want it. You... He is certainly manipulative.
You are a true warrior and worthy of...
Oh, that's right. Equip. Never told me how to make the traps. This time we'll take him.
Indeed.
Indeed.
We're gonna go back here so I can go check the tree. Yep. That's what I thought. I have a dog in the game, and I have a dog right beside me. Wait, he's a warrior now? Hmm. Oh, so it's telling me which ones I can go to. I could go to Frostbite Mountain, the Redcliffe Village to get to the castle, Lake Callahan Docks to get to the tower. Oh.
Enemies approaching. There is no glory in bloodshed. It shall be done. Don't give them the advantage. Come, let us end this.
No mercy.
It's a little too close for comfort.
You should run while you can. You
It's not triggered. Uh-oh.
This is too much. I shall do it. Best be wary.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly. I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours? A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth? No, that's true. Perhaps I shall let the Keeper In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows...
I see we have guests. And a hound amongst them. As if we haven't had enough problems with such creatures. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the...
That was wise of you. Maserenus, Mithra. You may...
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan.
Think
guide and preserver of
we
our
can recruit him too?
And you are?
Or somebody else?
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you... I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the... I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. This will require some
Should have Alistair with me.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we are always wary of the dangers in the forest. But we did not expect they ambushed us. And though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then the only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve. Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan. There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left. From whom? The Children of the Stone? The Shemlin? I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck. Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as... Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest. There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it. No. The ones from this forest, however, do. It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten. You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal. That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Go on then. I must return.
All right. This is a good place to stop for now for a bit. I gotta eat and then I'll get back on. Alright, catch y'all soon.